This show is proudly brought to you by the #Me Network.
And now, #RadioNZ.
/./././././.com.
I thought you were.
Alright, welcome to #Radio, day 3 of Ignite, our daily special. Chris isn't with us today, but I'm joined by Blair, who's come along to go along to all of the sessions that you've picked out and you've chosen for yourself. The ones of interest.
The ones that will be of most relevant to me in my professional development.
Yes. So what's the best one you've been to so far?
Ooh.
I haven't had a chance to get to anything yet.
I think in terms of what's most relevant and what I can pick up from straight away, just like that, is the better server admin, with PowerShell that we went to today.
Yeah.
And basically PowerShell's come a long way in the sense that things are a lot more simplified now.
Yeah.
Where, previously, say, a machine lost its trust with the domain, you'd go through. I have a script to rejoin it to the domain. I know what to do to get it back on. Now that's a lot more easier.
Okay.
The script itself is shorter, and they're really gearing PowerShell. If you're not learning PowerShell, you're not going to have a job in X amount of years.
Yeah.
I think it was the person who developed and initially made PowerShell. He's now working in Server and System Center, which is the major product that big enterprises use. And he sort of insinuated that, if you're not using PowerShell, you can start learning phrases like, "Would you like fries with that?"
Oh wow!
that was funny.
Impact.
That was funny. But the fact that PowerShell's been one of those things that I really need to learn this. I'll learn it. I'll get around to it. But it's been time consuming, and some people probably find it a bit scary. When you look at a big script, it's like, wow. But they've really been working hard to simplify it.
Yeah. So this is one you went to today?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is your first tech ed, or Ignite. So
Yes, it is.
Yeah. What's the experience been like so far for you?
It has been awesome.
Yeah.
I've in the 2 days of conferences I've been going to, they've been I've learnt so much, and in the evenings I try to get my thoughts together. It's like, right, when I get back, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to look at doing this.
Yeah.
And I can see why my team lead does that after every formally tech ed in the past few years.
Comes back to the office and is trying to throw together his ideas and
that's
what he's learned.
Inspirational would be the word I'd use.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't sit through some of these conferences as an IT pro in particular and not be inspired to go back and you can make these changes, you can move to this technology, you can do this.
Yeah.
It's just that's not possible.
Yeah. So you think it's going to be a benefit coming to here for you?
Definitely. PowerShell is just one example. Within the company I'm working with now, we're over 55% in terms of Windows 10 deployment to all clients.
Yeah.
It's been good to see what Microsoft's vision is for the future of Windows 10. And although unofficial, purely speculative, it looks like their server platform's going to be the same thing. So instead of being every X amount of years new server, it will just be incremental upgrades.
Yeah.
And that's very much what they're looking at doing. What version of Firefox are you running?
I'm not.
What version of Chrome are you running?
I have no idea. I actually don't know. The last one that was available when I downloaded it.
That's the concept that Microsoft are working with.
Yeah.
Is that
It'll be
Windows 10 will be the product,
upgrade.
and it will just have lots of incremental upgrades.
Yeah.
And features will no longer be held off to release until Service Pack or until the next release. It'll be released when it's ready.
Yeah. So this will be the last Windows ever, or for a while.
Yeah.
And they'll just constantly update it. And it's the same theory as they did with, say, your Xbox to keep it Microsoft.
Yes.
Yeah. You buy your Xbox, and over the 7-year period that you own it, it upgrades itself. You don't have to go and buy a new Xbox next year or in 3 years' time. They just constantly upgrade it. So it's good to see that the same theory is now going over to operating systems and server.
And their software as well.
Yeah. It's the benefit of the cloud, though, I think.
Absolutely. I've been very interested in what's happening with their ability to pick up another computer from the shop, be it Dick Smith, be it Lenovo, Huawei. You go and get a new device, you connect it to the domain. So basically, you've got the option to log on to your Windows 10 computer with your Microsoft account, or you can log onto it with your domain account. So out of the box, from a retail store, that can be a business machine. You don't have to go and flash it or whatever. Exactly. And once you log on with your domain credentials, it will start pulling down out of Azure and out of the platforms you've got to manage your mobile devices, basically configuration. So the re-imaging and stuff that I know you do as part of your job, you don't have to do that anymore. To a certain degree. The re-imaging, the upgrade process that we have at work, that's very much for the machines that we have in our business. The older ones. Yes. We can use the MDM platform for new devices to be managed with that platform, but it also gives the flexibility for users to bring their own devices in and do the same thing. So they can log on with their Microsoft account on their device, they can do whatever they want. They can log on to their device with the business account, and all of a sudden they've got all of their business applications. And so that's really exciting. I just look forward to getting my mitts on... So how many Windows-based sessions have you been to? One. So Windows is in Windows 10 and server? Yeah. Okay, so we've got 1, 2... That's 3. A few of them. Mostly. Out of the 10 here, there are about 2 that aren't. And what were those ones? The 2 that aren't. What's new on Skype for Business? And really it's the Azure networking. Because Phil is right. He knows what's going on in Azure networking stuff, where I've sort of been on the back burners for that. I mean, with my typical role, I tend to be busy doing other things. So you're now able to catch up to your colleague and... absolutely. And so now, when we get the go-ahead to deploy a few more VMs and get a test network underway, and I'll be right in there. Awesome. So for anybody who hasn't made it to Ignite, what would you recommend anyone in the same position as you be here? Like, is it beneficial to pay the $2,500, however much it costs to come here, as an IT professional? As an IT professional, inherently yes. But it's tricky to say, because you're also asking, what background are you coming from, where are you guys going in the future? But then on the flip side to that, the future is coming. I mean, you want to be upskilled. I was sitting through the Rolling Core Infrastructure seminar yesterday, and one of the key things that comes across is, are you planning to migrate to the next server OS when it comes? Who here is still running 2003 server in their environment? 40% of the participants there. And of those 40%, how many of you thoroughly enjoy having 2003 server in your environment? 0%. 0%. But the tricky thing has always been that management give the sign-off and the spending. It's like, how do you justify to your manager, hey, we need to upgrade this, it's going to cost X amount of dollars. You almost need to have a session at these events to teach IT guys how to go to money guys with a good proposal. You almost need a mandatory management meeting where they bundle up all the IT guys and scare tactic them out of, this is Sony in 2014, and this is Sony now, and all these other companies that have gone downhill. Or that'll bring in all the CEOs from every company in New Zealand to sit in one of those sessions. That's funny. This is why you actually need to be listening to your IT guys who are trying to get you to spend money. Exactly, because we know what we're doing. No, but they don't understand finance. Exactly. I'm sure any IT guy can happily spend a huge sum of money just like that. But we only spent $15,000 on that server 10 years ago. It was only 10 years ago we bought that. Awesome.
So I reckon we'll have a catch up tomorrow, and see what you've gotten up to throughout the day.
Okay.
So what are you up to tonight? Just about happy hour?
Yeah, just about happy hour.
Yeah.
Hopefully winning some prizes.
Yeah. And you got any must-dos tomorrow? Anything you really want to get?
Well, Phil and I have just sort of been planning our next day in the evening before.
Yeah.
That's just, We could do the whole week, or we could just do it night by night.
Yeah.
And that also gives us flexibility if something else arises.
Yeah. Awesome. Hey, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Awesome. And make sure you check out all the other shows as well if you've missed any episodes. We've done, this is our third special for Ignite. But if this is your first time to Hashtag Radio or even the Hashtag Me podcast network, check out all of our other shows at hashtagme.co.nz. Also check out our Twitter at Hashtag Radio NZ. And check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Hashtag Radio NZ. And that's us. We'll be back tomorrow.
And check out Channel 9 for some of the seminars that are coming up online too.
Awesome.
hashtagme.co.nz